abacus. It was the first machine used for counting and calculating. Invented by Chinese approximately 4,000 years ago. Napier's bones. Created by John Napier. A manually operated calculating device for calculation of products and quotients of numbers. Published during 1617. Slide rule. Napier's invention led directly to the slide rule, first built in England in 1632 and still in use in the 1960s by the NASA engineers of the Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo programs which landed men on the Moon. Calculating clock. The earliest known calculator. Built in during 1623 by Wilhelm Jacquard. Pascaline. Was designed and built by the French mathematician-philosopher, Blaise Pascal between 1642 and 1644. Also called arithmetic machine, the first calculator or adding machine to be produced in any quantity and actually used. 8-digit Pascaline. Leibniz. Built a 4-function calculator that he called the stepped reckoner. Leibniz was the first to advocate use of the binary number system, which is fundamental to the operation of modern computers. Leibniz is considered one of the greatest of the philosophers, but he died poor and alone. Stepped reckoner. Jacquard Loom. In 1801, the Frenchman Joseph-Marie Jacquard invented a power loom. First fully automated and programmable loom. Used punch cards to program the pattern to be woven into cloth. Charles Babbage. By 1822, the English mathematician Charles Babbage was proposing a steam-driven calculating machine the size of a room, which he called the difference engine. Difference engine. This machine would be able to compute tables of numbers, such as logarithm tables. Babbage-Analytic Engine. Babbage was not deterred, and by then was on to his next brainstorm, which he called the analytic engine. This device, large as a house and powered by 6 steam engines. It was programmable, thanks to the punched card technology of Jacquard. Babbage-Analytic Engine. Ada Byron. The first of computer programmer. She helped develop instructions for computations on Babbage's analytical engine. She began fashioning programs for the analytic engine, although still unbuilt. Hollerith Desk. Invented by Herman Hollerith. Has a card reader which sensed the holes in the cards. A gear-driven mechanism which could count, similar to Pascal's. A large wall of dial indicators to display the results of the count. Hollerith Desk. Hollerith's technique was successful and the 1890 census was completed in only 3 years at a savings of $5 million. IBM. Hollerith built a company, the Tabulating Machine Company, which, after a few buyouts, eventually became International Business Machines, known today as IBM. First-generation computers. Contained vacuum tubes and stored numbers for calculations by burning holes in paper. Atanasoff, Berry computer. One of the earliest attempts to build an all-electronic, that is, no gears, cams, belts, shafts, etc. digital computer occurred in 1937 by J.V. Atanasoff. Mark I. One early success was the Harvard Mark I computer, which was built as a partnership between Harvard and IBM in 1944. This was the first programmable digital computer made in the U.S. The first bug. Found on the 9th of September, 1945 by Grace Murray Hopper. The word bug had been used to describe a defect since at least 1889, but Hopper is credited with coining the word debugging to describe the work to eliminate program faults. ENIAC. The title of forefather of today's all-electronic digital computers is usually awarded to ENIAC, which stood for Electronic Numerical Integrator and Calculator. ENIAC. ENIAC was built at the University of Pennsylvania between 1943 and 1945 by two professors, John Mauchly and the 24-year-old J. Presper Eckert. EDVAC. After ENIAC and EDVAC came other computers with humorous names such as ILIAC, JOHNIAC, and, of course, MANIAC. Second-generation computers. In 1947, the transistor was invented. UNIVAC. The UNIVAC computer was the first commercial, mass-produced computer. Third-generation computers. Transistors were replaced by integrated circuits, IC. Fourth-generation computers. In 1970, the Intel Corporation invented the microprocessor. Fifth-generation computers. Based on parallel processing hardware and AI, artificial intelligence software.